Welcome to Talking Over You with Sarah Sturm
and Hannah Sturm.
Here we go.
If you're gonna be an asshole, at
Be
least
funny.
At least be funny. I thought it was a mancoon.
We need to have like a real athlete on here. It makes me consider different careers every time I have to pee in my chamois. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna get hot.
Oh, I'm sore.
Complaining. That comedian who says
John Mulaney.
Yeah, the thing I loved the most about...
He's divorced from her.
Oh.
But the joke is that the thing he loves about his having a Jewish wife is that she comes home and he doesn't have to ask what's wrong. She just goes, I have a headache.
He never has to guess.
Yeah. And that is true. And I think that's part of the reason that Jeff and I work well is because he wouldn't ask any question. Yeah. We're just like, this is what's going on.
No.
I've thought about it and this is what it is.
The information that Dylan finds important to tell me or like retain is crazy. The number of times that I've learned that a friend not only was pregnant, but has had their child and Dylan knew. And I'm
totally.
like, oh my God, so-and-so is pregnant. He's like, oh yeah, I knew that. And I'm like, oh, cool. Well, why didn't you tell me? I don't know. It wasn't that important. The miracle of life is not important.
They don't know anything about their friends. You're going to be upset about this.
Oh no. Who's pregnant?
No, nobody's pregnant.
Oh.
I'm hungry. I'm so sorry. It took so long to get to this point. I just need to go grab a quick little snack. Well, I don't want to bonk either. You just took care of all of your needs.
Exactly.
Well,
ahead
it took
of the
you.
podcast.
I've been here for 3 hours. For 3 hours. Fine. I'm fine. I'll just drink my water. My hot water. It's fine. I'm fine. I knew you were going to be upset. No, I'm
what do
okay.
you want to eat?
Well, I have like a whisper of hunger.
Do you want some dates?
Yes. Will you grab me a date? Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm hungry. And I feel like...
Filling up our fucking phones with...
What if I bonk? Thank you.
Thank you. Are you hungry?
No. Well, you didn't offer me any of the food that you were eating.
Since when have I ever offered you anything?
Exactly.
You just eat it.
Ow. What is that?
A meat stick. It's protein.
Okay.
Good God.
Sorry.
Our sponsors are going to be like, never mind.
So are our listeners.
Yeah, I hope everyone's excited to hear Hannah chew.
Oh my God. Wait.
All right. Well, I'll just talk while you chew. I'll just monologue a little bit. Welcome, listeners, to our mukbang channel. Yucky. I felt yucky saying it. Obviously, Hannah and I are back in the studio, our home office recording, back in rainy ass Durango, where we've been having apocalyptic floods. Hannah's just trying not to laugh. Don't choke.
I'm trying not to.
Our family's... is that a new bracelet?
It's not.
This episode is brought to you by a very exciting new advertiser and one of my sponsors, Silka Velo. And I meant to say last week, but it's in the show notes. You get a special discount if you use Talking Over You 15 on your online purchase of any of their nifty products, which we have an exciting new segment that we're getting to.
I'm back.
She's back this week. And we're going to talk about something very technical that they make. And it's going to be a wild ride for everybody. But yeah, thank you, Silka Velo, for Silka. Their website is Silka Velo. But thank you, Silka, for sponsoring this episode and allowing everyone to hear Hannah chew her dates.
I never realized just like how mushy they are. I don't know. Thank you. I was feeling a little peckish and I didn't want to.
Do you feel better?
A little bit,
Do
yeah.
you feel like you can make it through an hour episode?
Yeah, I had one bite of a fucking meat stick and
Oh, have some.
well, it's hard to chew and
Well, set
and
your
to have a
mic-
podcast.
Set your mic down and I'll just yap.
No, it's fine. It does remind me from that one edit that of the two of us setting up from.
Oh my God. I watch it.
It's really funny.
It's very
and
funny.
it's mostly just me not having my shit together, which like I recognize.
I
But
love.
somebody did message me and made a really funny comparison. You know Amy Poehler's podcast?
Yes.
One of the first episodes she had Rachel Dratch on, and they do you know who Rachel Dratch is? One of the like SNL
Yes.
greats.
Yes.
And
The
it was
short
with
brunette.
like Fred Armisen and
Yeah.
Seth Meyers, and it was giving the exact same energy. Her headphones were like the cable was like totally back, and then she finally got settled, and then the doorbell rings and her dog goes crazy because she had ordered food, and I think I just had another one of those moments. So,
There's
sorry,
two types of
oopsies.
people in this world. Well, I'm never the one who's prepared.
I know, and that's what's weird is for this.
Maybe all these years of bike racing have done me dirty, and now I'm prepared for things.
I think
Ugh.
that maybe would have actually done you good.
No, I don't like that.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. Yeah,
Anyway,
it's not my.
Okay.
It's not my thing.
I feel like there's a lot to cover this week.
We have a lot.
That's why I needed a little snack.
Yeah, no, it's good. I would rather you be fueled because using your brain burns a lot of kcals.
They said births.
Birds.
Births a lot of kcals.
So yeah, we're back in Durango. I flew back internationally on fancy girl seats, which was
Are you rich now?
so rich. We just paid for an upgrade, and it was
So yes.
was it worth it?
Really?
Huh.
You get to lay down?
You get to lay down, but the craziest thing. And I've flown first class. I guess they don't call it first class anymore. It's called business.
See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, because first class sounds pretty douchey.
Yeah.
But yeah, they have the fancy lay down seats, which I love. But you have they give you like a little toiletries bag. You have a locker with a mirror that pops
They
out.
give you a little toilet.
Little toilet. It's really fun. It's just fun to be pampered
I
on a
bet.
disgusting plane.
Yeah.
So I was misting they give you like face mist. Just
What is it?
it's just like a little refresher. And I was using your little
Yeah.
bacteria spray or whatever the hell it is.
I don't know.
It's like pool water.
It is like pool water. I think it's just make believe.
I honestly like flying on so many planes makes me a bit of a germaphobe these days. So I sanitize the hell out of. Anyway, the one thing that I thought was funny is you have like your normal like across the lap seatbelt, and then you also have a shoulder strap that comes down
Like
and
a car seatbelt?
like a car seatbelt. So you connect the shoulder one to the lap one, and I'm like, is this just because you laid down? But that doesn't make sense.
It's just so that you're.
So I was like, are you safer with the and why aren't those on all of the seats?
I had only care about first class.
Or
But
they're
I
like,
think there are like studies that have been done of like if there are plane crashes
God.
and there are survivors, the only ones that actually survive are the ones who are at the very back of the plane.
Yeah.
So it's actually
how it should
behooves
be.
the working class.
Yeah, good. Well, I'll be in the back anyway.
Yeah.
So. But I did get up like 1,000 times to pee.
Sorry. Let me just get it out.
Get it out.
Okay. There we go.
But yeah, that was my only. I was like, that's super weird that there's different. I mean, I understand the pilots. Yeah,
It's
buckle them
probably
in.
just because you have to lay down. Get to lay down.
Get to lay down.
But then
Dylan
does
still
it interfere with the
There was
blinkies?
actually a new ick that was unlocked. So Dylan, I have this funny video. Dylan, I am like a little bit convinced he has narcolepsy, like some form of it. Because I mean, Dylan has fallen asleep standing. I wasn't there for this, but Grady told me and sent me a video of him doing it. He was asleep, nodding, like head bobbing, standing up on like a lift of like a gondola in the ski area in Argentina when they did that ski trip.
What?
And Grady had like Grady and I have like a shared album of all of the times that Dylan has fallen asleep with electronics in his hands.
Yeah.
And so I have another one to add. Dylan passed out before we even took off.
Oh, really?
But he had, so the ick was.
Yeah, I was like, what's the ick?
So he sleeps. He put I mean, he's so tall. Dylan's 6'6", and he has really long legs, and he like, you can like, you know, just do the leg portion of the seat. And
I don't know. I've never done this before.
You can like just like a recliner, just had the legs up, and then he had a blanket wrapped over his legs. And I look over and he's just sleeping with like blanketed legs, and it just gave me the ick.
Were his toes covered?
Yeah, totally.
Oh, yeah. It is like a little too like little boy.
Yeah. Like has his pacifier, and then I sent Roscoe, who was, you know, if we had crashed, he would have survived because he was in the back of the bus for sure. But I sent him a picture, and he's like, I can't receive photos right now, but I can guess that it's a video of Dylan sleeping already. And he was correct. But so yeah, I flew home, and I'm here.
Yay.
I didn't even unpack because I leave tomorrow for Big Sugar,
Crazy.
which is an improvement from last year because we
I think you missed an S before and put it in the middle of that other word.
But yeah, we flew straight. That was it. Straight and last. Anyway, we flew straight from Barcelona to Bentonville last year.
Whoa, really?
Yeah. And like I raced Rancho on Sunday, and then the following Saturday raced Big Sugar, and flatted in all of them. So it was awesome. Yeah, it was a really fun way to end the season. Anyway, that was me. You?
Okay. I was in Albuquerque, and I have a small dulcimer update.
Oh my God, give it to us.
Well, I got to see Dad play the dulcimer, and really the most notable thing is how he sets up for it. You know the like the pads, the like rubbery little pad things that you put under rugs so that they don't slip.
Yeah.
He has two of those that he puts on each of his thighs and then lays the dulcimer down. And so then he plucked away. He played.
He puts the rubber things on his thighs?
So that the dulcimer doesn't slip.
Huh? Is he a bare thigh?
And then he doesn't wear pants. No. He. I mean, it just like keeps them so it isn't slipping around.
Because it could get wild.
It could get wild. So yeah, I mean, you know, when you're really strumming that thing.
Wow.
He played a song. He played Boil Them Cabbage.
What the fuck is that?
That is the song that he played. The funniest thing though,
What is it? Is it from like Fiddler in the Roof? On the roof?
Fiddler inside of the roof.
Inside of the roof on the house?
No, it's just like, you know, like when you're a beginner at any music, you have like your beginner music book.
Yeah.
And then I was looking through the book and I was like, hot cross buns. And I was like, you know, hot cross. And then I sang it. Yeah. Hot cross buns. And he was like, he was shocked that I knew it.
What?
Like he was like, what do you mean you know that one? And I was like, yeah, I used to play it on the recorder with my nose.
Oh my God.
You can't tell me you didn't do that.
Every kid.
Everyone did it.
Those white recorders, yucky, and then straight from nose to mouth, mouth to
Yeah,
nose.
pass it around the room.
Yucky.
Pretty icky.
Oh my God, so dulcimer.
Yeah, that's pretty much
Dadcimer.
Dadcimer. Yeah.
Good job, Dad.
Yeah, he's still doing it though.
Also, the reality that Dad lives in with like our knowledge of the world is super funny to me.
What do you mean?
Like, of course we know hot cross buns.
Well, I didn't know boil them cabbage.
Now that you say it, I feel like no,
you don't.
But he put us in piano lessons.
We didn't pay. I don't know. Boil them cabbage. I don't think was one of them.
I remember.
What? What?
I don't even think this is going to be that funny. It's just
Probably not.
It's just a funny memory. God, I was so bad at piano. I don't know. It really truly never clicked for me, but I really powered through, and I loved that Titanic song.
Oh yeah.
And I just remember, God, it was probably so bad. And I was just putting every bit of passion and I was so emotional. It was probably at the peak of hormone. I was like 12.
Okay.
It's so sad and emotional.
Were you sitting there crying while you were playing it? Just turn, 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 turn. With tears running down your face. sad.
It's so sad. Yep. Oh my God, that heated me up. Okay, so we had a busy week. Yeah, Dad is recovering now. He had a bit of a boo-boo.
He had some ouchies and some boo-boos.
Yeah, he was smoked by an e-biker.
Dad had a bike crash, but actually he wasn't the one on the bike, which is crazy because he's had so many bike crashes in his days. But he got hit by an e-biker.
He was walking in the park and got smoked from behind.
Yeah.
This guy was like, I don't know. I was asking Dad if it was like the throttle, because some of the e-bikes you don't even have to pedal, like the ones that all them kids zip around on without helmet. I mean, they're so
Truly
sketchy. They're so terrifying with like
I don't
the little
understand
wheels.
it because I think bikes already go too fast, you know?
Yeah, and those
and
things,
then to go faster.
And you can like, actually, I'm not even going to say that on the podcast, but you can make them go faster if I think you want. But anyway,
Stupid.
So yeah, but Dad's recovering now.
And you know, he is. That's why I went down there, but he he has stitches all over, but he has stitches on his dulcimer playing hand, but it's not stopping him. He is persevering. He is still plucking away. So don't worry. He's still got
I'm
it.
honestly excited to hear him play.
Ooh, you might want to just
I don't know.
lower those expectations a lot. No, it was great. I'm happy to see him doing it.
I have no judgment because, again, back to my piano days, really, it couldn't get probably worse than that. Anyway. What else?
Wow, I don't know. Sorry,
I got a lot of phlegm on this.
No, I just choked on my spit. That wasn't phlegm. That was spit. Not truly. Like I just had a normal week at the shop, which was honestly really lovely. It was like, because it was like super rainy, all the leaf peepers just came and shopped. It was so busy, but it was really I had like a really fun
Can I just
week of work.
I mean, I think a lot of people who know us know that you own and started your own small business in Mancus. But just in case people don't know that, Hannah, over a year ago, almost 2 years ago.
Not quite. Last June. Yeah.
Okay, sure. I was like, last November. No, I just remember you complaining about how we chose the worst year for our wedding.
You did. You
for
did choose
your life.
Yeah.
The
Sarah
person not getting married.
Well, it was a lot. It was a lot going on. Yeah. We opened the shop last June. Like I left my other job at like
it was kind of
February, and it just the whole year, and then you decided to get married, and so we had all the other things. It was a lot.
Last year was nuts, but back to the shop. It's cool to have, I mean, you don't think about this because like, I mean, we talked about it a little bit before this episode, but like it's a pretty unique thing, especially in this economy.
Totally.
To have started post-pandemic, started your own brick and mortar, like walk in the door shop and have found extraordinary success.
Thanks.
In it, and you guys don't even do e-commerce yet.
Not yet. Yeah. I mean, I recognize,
but maybe go over.
I recognize that I mean, I feel really privileged and lucky to like be in this small town, have the opportunity.
And Mancus is tiny.
Mancus, 1,200 people.
They have one paved road.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. We do. One stoplight. It's really small, but like to have the opportunity to open the shop. We didn't have a bookstore in town.
Yeah.
And that, you know, for a long time, my business partner, Ren, I opened it with a business partner, and this is all like her idea. You know, she's had this idea for years and years, and had this building that's like right on the main drag, and she was just waiting for me to be ready to
That's cool.
to do this, and and we've just created a cool little space.
You guys are a perfect partnership. I mean, it's really scary to start a business with friends or yourself. I mean, I've owned several businesses at this point, and it's terrifying, and it's even scarier but more exciting when you do it with the right person. And Ren and you, like the two of you are like such a great combination for that shop. If anyone, like if you're listening, you should go at least to your Instagram,
sure,
just to get like,
which I haven't posted on in so long.
It's such a
bad
cool,
at Instagram.
Like Ren and like how she curated the whole building, and
totally
the visuals of like just walking. It is
aesthetically, it's really quite nice.
It's so beautiful. And Ren,
she's so gifted
from
with
Austin
that.
And then lived in LA, and you know, has lived in these really big bustling cities, and just brings like that component. And then you have worked retail, which is a gift that not all of us possess.
It's really like I mean,
I think about
any front facing like customer service, like service job is really, really hard, but it's just about being around people and knowing how to talk to people. It's not like sales. I think people get it.
The stories that Hannah can't share on the podcast because she lives in a small town and it would be like shit talking everyone. But I
don't actually have that much shit talking.
No.
I love all of these customers.
My point with that is that you have become not only like the book expert, you've learned a ton about the wine industry too. Ren brought that, but you've really done your homework with books and like learned about that whole industry.
Yeah.
But then you've also become everyone's therapist.
Truly. Like in a big way.
The stories that Hannah has about the shop that like, I mean, we just giggle about the fact that like, oh my God, people just come and people really need that.
Totally. I mean, it is this like the thing that I come back to whenever it feels really hard, because it's really, really hard. There are so many parts of it that are really hard, is that for so many people, it has become this third space where like they don't want to go home. They're not at work and they want to just like feel comfortable. And so they come into the shop, and if there are multiple locals,
they get a glass of wine, grab a beer.
Yep. They sit and read. They honestly just sit at the counter with me and we just
it's great.
Talk for, out. Like I have people who come in to hang out.
It's my retirement plan, honestly, getting to work at the bookshop.
Oh, yeah.
Hannah's like, I won't hire you.
No, you'd be great for a day. There are parts of it that are really tiresome, but I've met so many incredible people and have become like, and not just like casual, like surface level, like friends, like friends with all of these people. Like the other day on Saturday night, it was like a perfect example. I had like all locals in the shop. One guy was like hanging out and we were chatting about like his breakup and doing stuff. And then I got a call and I could see on the caller ID that it was like one of my customers who I like, she's the one who bought us Jello shots.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh. She's just great. I like have met her through the shop, she and her wife, and they're just wonderful. And she called and I was like, hey, I can tell, I know it's you because I saw the caller ID, and she goes, what up, bitch? And she wanted me to go to this, like, she was inviting me to go to like a chocolate factory thing with her, which I couldn't end up doing, but just things like that where I'm like,
factory?
There's one in Cortez called Dottie Wampus. It's supposed to be great. Anyway, she's going to bring me chocolate and tell me all about it. So
living in the Southwest is funny, like with that kind of stuff.
Totally. Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, no, the shop is,
it's cool.
I had one of those weeks because there are so many weeks that are so challenging.
Most of them. And I want to like, it's sort of like how I feel about bike racing a lot of the time. It's like, it's something that you really love doing, and I wouldn't want to be doing anything else, but oh my God, it's so fucking hard.
It's exhausting. Like I just, it drains me in such a deep way that I'm like learning and figuring out how to not be so drained by it. Like last year was when we opened, and just the whole, like I threw my back out. I was like, it manifests in so many different ways, and the level of drain that I feel, but it's like, as we have gotten smarter and figured out our schedules, and like, I can't work 5 days in a row of doing that job. Like I have figured out that like that actually
5 days in a row is a 50-hour week.
Yeah, it's true. There's also like our hours are longer, but like it,
so for all of you out there who have, a retail job or a job where you have to be in customer
any
service.
Kind of service. Yeah, it is.
I guess with retail, I meant customer service.
Sure. Yeah.
Which you also did at Alpaca. But anyway, I just figured that we haven't really talked about the shop, because like things that you're like, it feels really boring. It's like the same thing with like my job too, that I'm like the stuff that we're going to get into.
Yeah, let's both talk about our boring stuff. No, but I was thinking, and I do kind of want to ask you this question, because I was thinking about it too. I heard it, somebody asked, I don't know, whatever. I heard somebody asked this question about like, if you weren't doing the career that you are in right now, what do you think you would do? Like if you decided to go a different direction, what do you think you'd do?
That's really funny that, whoa, I thought that something was sliding off my lap. Literally 2 days ago, if you had asked me that, I would have been like, I have no idea. But I went to, sadly, my professor that I took all my design classes from in college passed away, like very tragically. He was very young. we went to his celebration of life on Saturday, and it was basically with the whole art department at the college I went to. And it was insane to reconnect with all of my old professors that I mean, that was a long time ago, like a very long time ago. And I just kind of like weirdly, I like went on a ride later that day, and I just kind of had this moment of clarity where I've always kind of felt like I would be a teacher. And I've had office, like desk jobs.
I was wondering if that was what you were going to say. I didn't know what your answer was going to be, but I was like, I bet a teacher.
I really miss, I mean, sometimes I've found a way to be creative in the sport of cycling, which sometimes I feel like it's like I'm losing more and more of that like ability to do that, or like have a platform for that, like beyond just
except
like
for you have a podcast.
Yeah, I guess
and so this is a good like
creative. Yeah, for sure. Like I miss doing that. But anyway, I definitely think that like teaching, like working with people, I don't know if it's going to be teaching. I would have to get used to that salary.
And schedule. That's a tight schedule.
You know,
I guess there's so many different ways to teach.
Yeah. And yeah, totally.
I could totally see you doing that in the future too.
I will guarantee you I'm not going to teach middle school.
Oh, I like those ones. Oh, they're so weird.
No, they're so weird. I forget how sensitive middle school boys are. My God. When I coached, I love coaching the Devo, like the junior Devo kids. But when I was the U14 coach, I was like, I don't think I'm nice enough for this. Cause like I would hurt all the little boys' feelings. Cause like I would just tease them. And I'm like, oh, I forgot you can't tease little boys. And the little girls are mean.
Honestly, they probably need it though.
Yeah. They're just so sensitive. They're so weird.
I'm like, when do we start knocking them down so that they can be less of assholes later?
When I was
middle school.
U14.
Okay. I don't know. I think I laughed hard and now I'm funny. Wait, I was thinking about like that same question. And
sorry.
In case, I'm sorry. In case you were thinking of maybe asking me, I have something to say about it too.
You have to just jump on in there.
I'm going to. I think I would have been a therapist. I think therapy.
You are.
Honestly, the best thing about being at the shop, and then also I really feel it when I'm tattooing because it's a lot. It's just like so many hours of like
therapy,
one-on-one. Well, it's
unpaid.
Well, it's paid, but not as much.
You could be making a lot more money.
Yeah, but I think that's probably the direction I would have gone if I think about like having in some ways, I wish I would have gone to grad school, you know, like just immediately
you still
after.
Can.
I know. I think it's a whole different thing to.
No, you still can.
Yeah. I just kind of wish I would have done. I mean, I'm so happy with like where I am and what I'm doing. I just like sometimes I feel like I loved school so much that I'm like, I should have continued. But then there are people like Jeff who was in school for so long, has his PhD and was a professor and now makes boats, you know?
Totally. Like there's a lot of those in Durango. Yeah. There's a lot of really well-educated, overly educated people working in the service industry.
Yeah, because it's about
teachers
here.
Yeah. There's a lot of really amazing people who are teachers because they just want to live in Durango.
Yeah. I mean, also like teachers make sense because it's good to be an educated teacher.
Not always.
Yeah, no, I've definitely seen that. Seen that be a thing. Most of the time I try and err on the side of like, oh, please be educated. And they are. But not always.
I had something and it just left my brain.
I saw it come in and I saw it leave too. That was crazy. I saw it all happen on your face. You like lit up and then you shut down.
That's crazy. It keeps happening.
What's wrong with your brain?
I don't know.
Anyway, so that's all of that stuff.
I could see you doing, I mean,
I also just like have thought about like how comfortable it would be to just like have a career. Like say you wanted, like you went to school to become a dentist and then you were a dentist for your whole life and then you retired as a dentist. Like there's something about that I'm like, oh God, I would love to like have that. Just that like.
That was my high school experience. Not because of me. All of my friends
had that.
They were like, I want to be a doctor, a lawyer, a veterinarian, an architect. And then I was like, I don't know, I'm going to go to Durango.
I mean, I wanted that, but could you like now I've had so many different careers that I'm like, okay, I finally accepted that actually isn't like the thing for me, that I'm just going to always like, I'm going to change it up a lot, even though it's uncomfortable, but I just won't stick with something that doesn't feel continue to feel really, really good.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I remember when I left Zooks, my first like big kid, desk job, where I was basically in Durango's version of corporate America, which honestly
which was loose, super loose.
But I also was flying to St. Louis, a couple times a month, and like working with their design team. I mean, it was a great experience, but anyway, leaving that job, it needed to happen. But I remember driving to my new job, and I was totally freaked out. And it was, I mean, I've been through some breakups, and I would say that changing my career, and it wasn't even like a huge career leap, was definitely one of the harder things. And I remember feeling like, why didn't anyone tell me that this is so hard, even if it's the right call? It just, God, I feel like the clouds the light is changing.
You've got nice light
constantly.
I'm in the shadow, but that's okay. Such is my life. That makes sense. Anyway,
God.
Interesting to talk about career stuff, but I just can't wait to hear about all the bike stuff that's happening in the world.
Honestly, it has been an entertaining week of bike racing.
Well, should we get into it? Let's get into it.
We're a bike podcast.
We love bikes.
Go sports.
Wait, I have a question. Do you want to get into like what's going on, or do you want a techy first?
Oh, we do have a new segment.
We should probably.
Well, I know what I was going to say.
Oh, it came back.
Okay, we're going to really milk this one, but before we introduce our new segment, I had to do some cramming for it, and it was I felt like I was back in school.
I have so much to say about watching. Wait, you should introduce the new segment, and then I want to hear. I want to talk about watching you cram for it.
Okay, all right. I guess we'll just get.
Let's get into it.
All right. And then, but we do have some
I know, and we'll get into that things. Too.
We have a big episode, so buckle up, people. Okay, new segment is something that we're calling Techy Talky, which is a perfect example of how not techy we are. Mm-hmm. And I will
techy, not talky, not techy talky,
not so techy talky.
Yeah.
But I will be trying my best, which is going to be very funny, because I am
not techy,
but I am talky. Mm-hmm. I'm going to be attempting to explain very technical things to Hannah about the bike world. And this week, I am explaining waxing your chain.
Oh, it was such a treat to watch you cram for this. Sarah was like, had her like pencil out, had her laptop, was like writing notes, was getting frustrated. Dylan came in, and this was my favorite. What it was giving, like the scene that it was giving, is math homework with dad just being like, I don't know why I don't get it. And him being like, why don't you get it? Like any dad. It's not just our dad. It's like any dad being like,
I should have sent you that TikTok. It was like, have you even lived if you haven't been screamed at by your parent during math homework? And it was just a montage of all these kids having meltdowns and their parents having meltdowns, like throwing the book, like trying to explain, you know what a fraction is.
Well, there's also the like on Book Talk, which is a thing, just being like, what are some like book recommendations to make you cry? And it's like, oh,
math homework.
Yeah, exactly. Just like calc 1. Yeah. Anyway, that was basically the scene that was happening in your kitchen.
I had to study for it because Dylan does my chain waxing and I don't do it, but it is an important part of my job that I don't do, but I have to explain it to you.
All right. I'm curious to hear about your chains.
Silka was kind enough to send me a very in-depth, potentially too in-depth of an email.
Next time,
there's a word I don't know how to pronounce.
What is
I wrote it down. Okay, but
let's hear it.
I want to know what you think waxing your chain means.
I didn't know that you had to wax a chain.
Well, you don't have to.
Oh,
it's a choice.
Okay. In my brain, waxing your chain, like what the actual act, like what it looks like, how you do it, or what it does.
Yes.
Well, I'm sure it like lubricates, right? Because that's why you wax anything, or
smart.
to make it move.
Oh my God, so
smoother.
Smart.
The way that I picture you doing it is, well, okay. So like you have like a bar of wax, and you have like a sunshine cloth, like what you do.
Like a surfboard. Are you talking about? Okay.
No. And then you just like, you move the bar of wax in the cloth, right?
Oh yeah.
And then you rub it on the chain.
honestly not a bad guess.
But wrong?
Wrong.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna start this techie talkie off of how to wax or what chain waxing is and why, why, where, when, who, how. With the concept of marginal gains. And
Dropper bars on a mountain bike. That's a marginal gain.
Sure.
That's all I got.
Sure.
Aero helmets.
Yeah, totally. Okay. Marginal gains is a thing in my career that I fought for years.
Yeah.
That I was like, it's not my jam.
You know what it's giving? It's giving running everywhere because you're saving a second of time, like running to the bathroom and running to, running to the, like in school, whatever, like running to the next class because you're saving time and you can do one, you can like write your name on the paper faster.
That was me.
Just
Which
running.
is funny.
It's still Jeff. I watched Jeff run.
What about airports?
Running. Yeah. That's what marginal gains are giving. Is just like, I have to run everywhere because I'm saving an extra second of time and then I can use that time to get more sleep or, whatever. Okay.
Well, okay. So yes, you got marginal gains for sure. And it's the definition. The definition is in the title of that one. True. So like aerodynamics, aerodynamics arguably are not marginal at a certain point, but boy, you can get really in the rabbit hole with that. Like they did these studies where like the pockets on the side of, bike shorts, like, with gravel racing, they started putting pockets on everything. Like some helmet had a pocket.
For what?
I don't know. Giblets. So they did studies though, like even just like not even full pockets, just a pocket on your spandex has an aero disadvantage of like 5 to 10 watts. And so this is relevant. Okay. Watts is power. That's the measurement of power. So like the power meter, remember that? That basically your watts.
That's your unit.
That's your unit of measurement. So everything is based on watts. So blah, blah. But yeah, so like marginal gain, like, taking the pockets off of bike shorts again, because that's, you're saving 5 to 10 watts. So what I learned from the email
from Silka
is your chain is the biggest loss of power due to friction on the bike. I think there's probably some nuance.
Other friction points?
There's probably other, but it's a big loss of power potentially. So dirty chain basically means you're using a lot more energy to make your bike go forward.
The chain, I'm going to break it down real small.
The
chain is okay. I actually don't know, but I'm assuming that the chain is basically like the moving component that makes your pedals push your wheels to make all the gears
kind
go.
of. Yeah, if you really, really simplify that.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Let's do a little bit higher than that.
I think you're correct.
I guess most people
it's the thing that like you can see the chain. Where your pedals basically can. Oh my God, this is so funny.
We should probably pretend like we already talked about that. Lily, maybe cut that one.
I don't think we need to. Maybe we do. Do we need to go over what the chain does?
No, probably not. I got it. I feel like I got it.
It is the mechanism. Like you cannot move forward without the chain. So it is an incredibly
like when people like drop a chain, it means it falls off the gear.
Correct.
Okay.
You can also break a chain, which literally like
is that because there's too much friction?
Oh God, boy. Remember back to like the school thing where I was bad at physics and math? I don't know. Maybe.
Okay.
But yeah, you can break a chain, which happens often for larger, more powerful people.
And that's just
out there.
A game ender?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you have like a little quick link tool with you and you can break a link and put it all back together.
Whoa.
Yeah, it gets technical.
Okay, so tell me about the wax.
So anyway, the chain is incredibly important because it's the thing that moves your gears, and like basically your derailleur moves your chain up and down your cassette in the back. And if you have a front derailleur, it moves it from the small ring to the big ring in the front where your pedals are, where your crank arms are. So I see you glossing over.
I did. I just glazed over.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So sorry, I did write notes because I have to like make sure I'm breaking it down. So normally, like I would say fewer people know about waxing chains, but some people know about putting chain lube on chains.
Which is different than wax.
Correct. It's oil based.
Okay.
So we used to live on the bike path, and oh my God, Dylan wanted to set up like a chain lube station because he was so sick of hearing people's like squeaky ass. Like when you can hear someone's chain and bike, being able to hear it is bad. Like squeaking and like because that's friction.
Sure.
So normally you just put on chain lube and like a oil-based lube, and that has, you know, some advantages, but Silka figured out, and Silka's not the first one, but they were definitely one of the first to like really figure everything out and make it user friendly, because I guess people have been waxing their chains since the 70s, but it was like they would use the method of getting the wax onto the chain is like hard to do. Like you were saying, like that would, I don't know how they did it in the 70s, but I think it was with gnarly chemicals.
Oh.
And so he said something about Teflon. There was something about Teflon, and
Which is not good. We know that is not good.
but I do know that Silka's waxes are all PFAS safe. Like they don't have any of the gnarly chemicals, which is nice.
Yeah.
Because we don't want that.
It does seem important.
And we're also handling, Dylan, mechanics out there are touching all of these things. So all I knew before this email was that wax made you go faster, and
wax somehow ended up on my chain.
When for a while our crock pot disappeared from our kitchen and went into our garage.
Cook it up, dope, but a crock pot. Rah!
So now, and then we bought, this is before I was sponsored by Silka, then our crock pot reappeared in the kitchen. I don't know if it had all the gnarly chemicals in it or not.
You cooking a pot roast out of that thing?
Yeah, truly, chain wax pot roast. But then we got this like little tiny cuter chain waxing system from Silka that's actually made. It is still like a tiny crock pot, but then it has this little shelf thing that you can hang the chains on.
You guys are making candles.
We're making candles in there.
Gosh.
It's really cute. And I really like the names of everything. Like the different waxes for the chain are like speed chip, endurance chip. Chip.
Because they're like wax
bars,
chips.
they're like bars that look like chocolate bars.
Oh, yeah.
And the sounds, I mean, honestly, we should do an ASMR of waxing your chain. It's great.
Really?
But you just get to watch it all melt. All wax. So the general idea is that wax is more efficient. It keeps your chain cleaner for longer.
Yeah.
And you don't have to use chain lube.
Wait, I'm still stuck on the crock pots.
Well, because you need, remember when I was like, well, how do you think you get the wax onto the chain?
Yeah.
So essentially you're melting different concoctions of different chips, chocolate chips. You're melting.
Ooh, yeah.
A little fondue action. And then you're dipping the chain, a clean chain. So there's also like, we could get really into the weeds with this, but there's like, the biggest thing is that if you have a chain that has had oil lube on it, oil and wax don't really mix. So then you have to like, this is the chemical heavy part, is stripping the chain of all of the oil. So then they have this stuff.
Are chains really expensive?
I don't know.
And that's how you know she's a professional athlete. Sponsored. They just show up at your door.
I think they can get quite expensive.
Okay. Got it. Sorry, wrong question.
Bad question, Hannah. Bad.
Well, I'm always like, how much does it cost for the normal folk? And you don't know. It's okay.
We could look it up.
No, that's all right. Other people probably know. Actually, everyone else probably knows.
I do know, like, I have SRAM is my sponsor, and I do know they have these like really pretty like rainbow chains, and those are expensive
because they're like anodized.
Yeah,
anodized. Is that the right word? Yeah.
So anyway, so yeah, big part of the process is stripping the chain of all of the things that don't mix with the wax.
So if you wax your chain, then you don't need to lube it with.
You lube it with something else.
Would you prefer if I don't ask questions?
I will just skip over it if I can't answer it from my list of bullet points.
I'll just let you.
I just don't want to lead.
Let you go.
I do know that I use the super secret chain lube from Silka on my chain.
It's super secret?
It's called Super Secret.
Oh, I was like, well, don't talk about it. You're going to lose your sponsorship?
Oh, probably after this tech talk. Oh my God. But anyway, they make it so you have to strip. I do know that the stripper part is an important piece because Dylan does this thing with not just my chain in a jar, because he's like, he puts all the crazy chemicals in this jar and like shakes the jar with the chain in it. Anyway, Dylan's a big shaker of things. The kefir,
He's making
yogurt,
cocktails.
oh my God, he just stands there and shakes and just stares into the void. Or like vitamin C packets, he's stirring, stir.
Okay, so he's shaking your chain.
Shaking the chain. But then you can also put this stripper chip. Strip chip.
Oh my God, we've got strippers, we've got chips.
We got...
What is
It's
this,
Vegas. God, I am. So please sponsor me still after this episode. I promise Dylan
Sarah
knows what he's
loses all of her sponsorships by having the podcast. Sorry.
did the opposite of what I was
Wow,
intending.
You really ruined your career. How do you feel about teaching?
Oh my God. Yeah, you really prefaced this one. So anyway, you can like add all these things, but like the stripper makes it so you can put wax onto the chain. Because I do know that wax and oil don't mix.
We have said that. Yep.
But then you can't. So wax saves 3 to 8 watts on average on your chain, which is,
and that, I'm judging by your face, that does feel like a lot.
yeah, I don't know over like how much time.
Sure, whatever. Just
But whatever. I mean,
blanket,
you're
like a lot of
saving
watts.
energy with that, which
Great.
is, I mean, over 200 miles, that really adds up. I mean, they did a whole thing on like aero socks.
Can you feel the difference when your chain is waxed
can.
and when it's not? You can.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, and it's crazy. Like at first, like the first couple pedal strokes, I mean, it's like you can like see the little chunks of wax on there still, and it feels like a little stiff. And then like,
So does the
by
friction
the end of
heat
their-
it up and then it's like liquid or like fluid?
Yeah.
More fluid?
yeah.
Oh,
So
was that the whole
you're-
point of wax? Was that a stupid one?
No, listen, with this one, I am not judging anyone. So your little crock pot, you heat all the chips up and it becomes liquidy. You're making candles. You're dipping your chain, your clean ass chain.
You're dicking. What I was trying to say is dipping your wick, but it came out as dicking. You're dipping
that
your
wick.
chain wick into the candle juice.
Yeah, and
wax.
then
Oh God.
this is a mess. This is messier than waxing your chain. And then so they have this little shelf that you dip your chain in there, and it's so satisfying to watch it.
Little drip shelf.
Yeah, and then you have like, you hang it up with its little hanger, and they all just can hang on this shelf and drip all the excess wax back into the pot. And then you put the chain on your bike and you're good to go.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then your chain is waxed and then you win.
And then you win.
And that's,
There was a term.
yeah, what was the word you couldn't pronounce?
Okay, we're going to get into that. Let's see. Oleogelatin.
Oleogelatin? Spell it.
Gelish.
Oh, shh. What?
You pronounce that.
Well, show me. Oh. Oh. Oleogelition. Oleogelition.
Richard, you're going to have to get back to us on that
You're gonna
one.
get in trouble for that one.
Yeah. And good job, Sarah. I didn't even write
I was
down
gonna say, what
means.
does it mean?
I really came prepared.
This was got honestly, her laptop out.
This is what I was cramming for.
I know.
Dylan was like, "It says what it is right there. You just have to
he was
read
like,
the paragraph."
If you read the full thing and do this before 2 minutes before you're recording the podcast,
I know,
it was like such a dad thing to do. Oops. Hit the plant.
Okay.
Can I eat another?
The reason we came out with the chain wax system was we discovered a food chemistry process called oleogelish, which is a process that creates.
Did they name it? Sorry,
It's the process that creates edible oleogels by transforming liquid oils into solid-like gels. Did that register with you? Mm-hmm. Did it?
Kinda.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just might like black out when I like read stuff like that. And this is why it took me 5 years to hire a nutritionist.
Why?
Because the second someone would say grams of carbs per hour, I would just glaze over.
Why did it take you 5 years then? It seems like that should have been the first thing you did.
Oh my God. Okay, so that made sense to you. Good, great. And so the strip chip converts the factory grease into wax-like substance. So to chemically achieve this conversion, it needs to hit a very precise temperature of 125 degrees Celsius. That's why their wax melter has a PID temperature controller versus body hair wax pots or crock pots that intend to just be on full blast.
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
It's like there are certain teapots, like your tea kettle that has like certain temperatures, and like for certain types of teas,
Yeah.
you have to do it at like a certain temperature. Like white teas, it's a lower temperature.
Is that why that tea was yucky?
No, that tea's trash tea. that tea's not tea. That's the swag or the shake.
Swag.
Shake is like the
back to our swag comment.
Back to our swag.
Swag weed. Okay, continue with the tea.
That's all.
Oh.
Well, like white tea is like it's cooler, like not as hot as like black teas. You can blast that shit. It's just like a more delicate leaf, you know, like oolongs.
So you don't want to just roast it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that makes sense.
Same with the chain. Don't want to roast the chain.
Okay. Chain waxing is brewing tea.
And also making candles.
And done. And seen.
And that's our first techie talkie. And didn't we all learn so much?
Oh, well, okay. I guess the point of wax is to keep your chain clean of dirt and grime and all of the things. And for these long ass races that we're doing in the dirt.
That does make so much more sense than like using like an oil-based lube, because oil just like attracts all of that shit, whereas wax like repels it.
Yeah, and it can get really complicated. There's different waxes for different like types of rides, and yeah,
it's like skiing.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, different temperatures
of
snow.
It gets crazy. And also the chain is more complex. Like there's, the parts that hinge and move when it, spins around the gears. And then there's like parts of the chain that are like concealed. And then the parts that have friction, and you're adding wax to all of that. So you're protecting it. So basically a wax chain is lower maintenance and it makes you go faster.
Great.
So.
Oh my God, we got it. Oh, did we do it? Whew, you did it. Okay. Your test is over.
I had to take my jacket off because I was getting too hot.
Sweaty.
It was like a test.
Yeah, you did well. I think. I don't know.
Strip chip converts factory grease.
I think we're good.
Okay.
I think we're good. She's second guessing.
Oh my God. Okay, techie talkie. Done.
Complete.
We are going to talk. Yeah, thank you, Silka. We are going to eventually talk. Actually, our next tech talk subject is a great one that is going to be a very different version of tech.
So get excited.
Yeah. I'm very excited about that one.
She already knows what it is. So
I do. I don't have to do any homework.
Oh, I love that. Okay.
Phew. This one was just, I know when they were like, we wanted to do, it was like, chain wax was like one of the things that I was like, I cannot wait to try to explain this to Hannah. Oh, hello,
Hi,
Apple.
Oh,
we have a little
he's still wet.
Visitors.
Visitors.
We got a wet dog. Oh, Norman's just standing on my laptop.
I'm going to move this meat stick.
Okay, so moving on. There's a lot that happened this week in the world of bike racing.
Okay.
But I'm gonna talk about, okay.
Wait, hold on. Dog intermission. Oh, stretch under the table.
With all the cords.
Yep.
Okay, so so Kona. Do you know what Kona is?
Is it a bike brand?
It is, actually. Okay, it's a lot of things. Okay. It's a place in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Which is where the race is held. But it's also Ironman Championships, which is, do you know what Ironman is?
Yeah.
What is Ironman?
Isn't it like you ride your bike, you run, and a triathlon?
Yeah, it is. It's like the queen bee.
The queen stage.
Yeah, sure. It's the big one. All I know is you have to run a marathon. Like that's the run, which is crazy at the end.
That is insane.
So I'm going to skip over all the like technical. I'm sorry, triathletes who listen. I don't really know the world of even though that's how I got into cycling was through triathlon, which is so funny.
I do remember.
A sprint triathlon. Okay. But I was like, wow, I'm still really bad at running and swimming. I'll just do biking.
Yeah.
But anyway, so this was like, it's insane. Like this event takes over Kona. Mm-hmm. And the clips that I saw from the finish of the pro women's race were nuts. So the last event is the run. And these women, there's these top three. I have goosebumps. So they're running in their little speed suits. Mm-hmm. And the first clip I see is this woman, I think her name is Lucy something. she's like the Red Bull athlete. She's won, I think, a bunch of these, and she was like the favorite. She was in the lead. And the clip I saw was of her like weaving, like running, like kind of all over the road. That. And she has like ice in her bra and like in her suit. And then her husband is there, and she had to like call it because she like got so, I think it was like, I know it was crazy hot. So she like pulled the plug because she got so overheated. Ugh. Couldn't, and she's in tears. I mean, I can only, it's heartbreaking. And this is totally, so the winner's out. She was winning the race and pulled the plug. And then I made the mistake of looking at the comments
and rode her bike and did all, and she was just in the
was in the lead.
Only in the marathon.
Watching her in the swim, and they're swimming in the ocean. She was like,
so strong,
like insanely fast. I mean, she looks like a swimmer, this woman. She's like really tall, long ass arms, long legs. Anyway, so she's winning, pulls out. This other woman, Taylor Knibb, who's a feed athlete, who's kind of been this new up and coming, like she's the one who's been winning everything. She's in second. And she's, I think, within 1 or 2 kilometers of the finish, like could see the finish line. Her friends and family are watching her. They start panning to the finish line. Friends and family are cheering for her. She starts like bobbing and weaving. I mean, I like truly, and people are like, go Taylor. And then she sits down.
Oh my God.
And they're like, get up. You could, like, they can see her and they're watching her. I mean, and this is like, she has finished the race basically. She sits the fuck down. And the woman in third place runs past her, and she's like, I mean, they're all basically walk running at this point, which like, I think it must have been a fulfillion degrees.
Yeah.
And she's like, are you okay?
Oh, good.
Yeah, of course. She's like, I mean, she was like, I was so excited with second place. And I had just known that I was going to get that. And then she was like, I was equally just shocked and like heartbroken for her. And obviously like, oh my God, I'm going to win this thing. When she passed her.
And she did? She passed her?
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do?
I don't know.
I mean, there were people around her. She was okay.
Okay.
I don't think you pick her up.
You don't?
I don't know.
I thought she was going to pick her up. Which like,
I'm sure
have watched other athletes like, or other people who are racers like listening to are like, of course she didn't. Like you win. You do the thing.
I mean,
you know,
I don't
like
know.
you make sure they're okay and you win. But I'm like, oh man, I don't know. Like how incredible would it have been if she picked her up?
I think I'm really not a good person to be talking about triathlons, but there were like these two twins, like these twin guys, and the same, I think this happens a lot. I feel
like I saw a clip of a woman.
And he like lifted his brother and carried his brother to like threw his brother across the line.
Did you see, is this I don't know if it was this triathlon or what it was. All I saw was like a clip of this woman she was like 80 years old, and she fell. At the very end.
That was the Ironman.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah. And then she like tumbled.
And I could tell she was like, it broke my heart.
Oh, I couldn't watch.
Fell and she got back up and she finished, but she was like 80 years old and she did this Ironman. Yeah. But you could tell she was like super upset and embarrassed with herself that she fell. I'm like, oh my God, you're 80 years old. I know. It just makes me like,
so anyway, never doing a triathlon.
Sorry.
I texted Anna Gretus, my Phil and Dylan mechanic friend. She was in Kona. She did say all the mechanics wear gloves because everyone just pees all over their bikes.
Gross. But isn't that what you do?
Yeah. Oh, also G wanted me to say this on the podcast. She's like, I need your sister to know not everyone pees on their bikes.
Oh, really? Really? Yeah. It's just you? What's everyone else doing? They're getting off their bike and peeing?
I don't know. Are you getting UTIs? I have no idea. Maybe they're dehydrated. I know the women. I'm not going to call them out because I don't want to like, I'm not embarrassed. I'm not embarrassed, but I have been peed on so many times by other women in the race. So I know I'm not the only one.
but you're maybe one of a few.
Yeah, maybe.
Listen, I'm thinking about getting on a bike just to pee on it. Just so I can know what it feels like.
It is a wild experience. So that happened. Okay. That was crazy. And then let's see. Oh, little sugar.
Tiny sugar,
a little bit of sugar, just a little. Sugar. All of the Lifetime Grand Prix kiddos are hanging out in Bentonville for weeks because this year they added Little Sugar, which is a proper mountain bike race. It's not like Leadville. It's not like Schwamigan, which most people do with drop bars these days.
Okay.
It is like people had flat bars on, which it was pretty sick. Keegan got to wear his rainbow jersey because it was a mountain bike race over whatever mileage. I don't know
There are rules about that?
I think so.
Really?
And Cole had his Stars and Stripes jersey on.
And is that fun for you to see?
It's
That's
sure
notable. Okay.
It is notable. And
Right.
Hannah Otto. Anyway, it sounded like people just exploded their bikes out there. Like it was
Some carnage.
Carnage. Like Keegan was, I think, dead last. Tobin gave him both of his wheels.
What does he mean? What do you mean he gave him both of his wheels? And what did he do?
I don't know. I just
why don't you just give him the whole fucking bike?
I don't know. They're different heights, seat heights.
But he gave him his wheels and then what? Carried his frame away?
I have no idea.
What do you mean he gave him his wheels?
I don't know. And then Standish, guy from Durango, gave Cole his wheels.
People are swapping wheels out there?
Yeah, it's nut. And then like
Gave him his wheels.
Oh my god, I just forgot Ellen's name.
No, she didn't, Ellen.
Sorry, Ellen, I love you. Ellen crashed, like broke her computer. I think she's okay. She said she mostly has a bruised ego. But she was like, yeah.
That's okay, Ellen. Sounds like everyone crashed.
That's what I told her. I was like, seems like it was pretty brutal for most people. She was on her, I feel okay saying this because it was on her Instagram, but she's like, that's what I get for doing a technical mountain bike race in the peak of my luteal phase. Because sometimes it's crazy. Like, I know this happens with Ellen because I've been on mountain bike rides with her when she's in her luteal phase, but she gets wonky balance during it. And as do I, but I've never seen anyone quite like Ellen because she's an insanely talented mountain biker, but it just made her all wobbly, I guess. Yeah, it's a bummer.
Is that what happened with Keegan too?
Yeah, he was in his luteal phase.
Does anyone in the bathroom have a couple wheels I could borrow? Can anyone spare
Just
a wheel?
Slide it under the stall. And Tobin was there.
Tobin pulled it out of his purse. He said, I got you, girl. I got two.
In fact, I got two.
Do you want super or do you want slim?
Oh my god.
Anyway.
I have no notes on that.
Nothing else to say about that.
I will read the podium. Cam Jones. Is that his name?
Maybe don't read the podium.
Cam
did not cram on this.
Okay, actually, Cam, he won. He was the New Zealand kid who won Unbound this year.
Wow.
He didn't even make the selection into Lifetime Grand Prix. He applied and they said, no thanks. You can be a wild card. Kid wins Unbound, gets himself automatically qualified to compete in the Grand Prix. And then he just won Little Sugar.
So he's part of the Grand Prix.
Mm-hmm. They did a wild card entry system this year. So if you didn't make it, if you applied and didn't make it, you could apply to be a wild card, which means you had to go to the first two races, so Sea Otter and Unbound. And if you ranked, they let like 2 wild cards in or something. And if you were like the top ranked out of those 2 races, then you got to be in the thing. So anyway, it's just cool that he's like crushing it and he wasn't even accepted.
I love that.
Lifetime might need to rearrange their way of accepting people into the... Anyway, so there was Cam and then Braden.
Bitty baby.
Bitty baby Braden. Sorry, Braden. He's so insanely talented. It's just, he's the furthest thing from a bitty baby, but he will always be bitty baby Braden.
He will always be bitty baby Braden to me.
Andrew Lusby, Haley Smith's husband. I'm just putting these into...
I actually love that because it's like, who? And then you say Haley Smith and I'm like, oh, it's her. Like, I know who she is.
Yep.
It's like how,
totally.
men always talk about women like, oh, and then
totally.
his girlfriend, I love that. Anyway.
The husband of Haley Smith, Mr. Haley Smith.
Mr. Haley Smith.
Matt Beers, tall South African guy.
Okay. On
Specialized. And then Zach Colton.
Great.
Yeah. That was the men's.
Now let's get to the women.
The women, the real race. Sophia won by, I think, a lot. She was all alone the whole day.
Okay.
But she was under some serious pressure because Cecily and Melissa the three of them are quite close. Actually, Sophia, yes. And Sophia was going to go to Rancho Gravel because she originally...
I remember you talked about that,
yeah,
and then she decided not to.
Yeah, she decided not to, and I was texting her a bit, and she was like, yeah, it's just a little bit too tight, and like throwing in international travel, and yeah,
She's got her focus. So yep.
She focused, which is impressive. Like Sophia, I've known her for many moons, and that girl does quite well under pressure. So good job, Soph. Alexis got second. Alexis Scarda. Mm-hmm. She was one of the girls in that film we did up at the Opus Hut.
Cool.
Last year. Cool. Melissa Rollins got third. Mm-hmm. And then Hannah, another Hannah.
Love a Hannah.
Hannah Banan, got fourth. And then Michaela Thompson from Durango, one of our Durango gals. She got fifth.
Nice.
Which she's had a rough season. She like broke her ankle tripping over something at her mom's house in the beginning of the year, and then like basically essentially like she slow rolled Sea Otter because she was still recovering, and then like a month or two ago had a gnarly concussion. Jesus. And it's just anyway, she's had a really rough one.
She must be young.
She's so baby. She's a real bitty baby. Yeah, she's a little bitty baby. So anyway, good job everyone. And then it seems like everyone else basically out of the top 5 had a mechanical or an epic flat or crashed.
Crazy.
So, yeah.
Did you have FOMO?
I actually kind of did. It looked like a cool mountain bike race. Like it looked really hard.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think it would be fun because I kind of miss mountain bike racing. Sort of. Okay. And then there's a lot of drama with...
Ooh, what's a drama?
Drama. You're not going to think it's that interesting.
Gonna be boring. Let me get this meat stick so I can have something.
Yeah. So Gravel World Champs. I know you're going to roll your eyes.
Jesus.
Another one. Those happened this week. You'll be happy to know that there are no more XCO mountain bike races. They had their last World Cup, and Christopher made history, and he was the overall winner. Blevins.
Wow.
He was the overall winner of the whole series, the whole World Cup series. He won. You can eat that. He won the most.
I will.
Consistently, and like had the most, I don't know, whatever their point system is, but he did short track and cross country. He was the overall leader on both of those. And my only complaint about this is Specialized had, and I don't know if it was Specialized or the overall, no, it must have been Specialized clothing, but Christopher raced in like they give you like a special jersey that you wear as like you're the leader of the whole series, and he had this red jersey that essentially it must have been cheesecloth, because in every single photo...
Did you see his nipples?
Oh my God.
Really? Did he put Band-Aids over them?
I mean, that would have been crazier.
It's just so see-through.
So see-through.
Cheesecloth.
So good job, Blevins, and your cheesecloth. No, it's super cool. Like, I mean, that's really, really sweet. It would be insane if he won when Worlds are in Durango. It'd be sweet. Yeah. Sweet. Okay.
That'd be sweet.
Okay. Moving on. Gravel World Champs.
Yeah, get to the drama.
UCI Gravel World Champs, which I'm gonna have to skim over some of this drama because like
please do.
There's so much with UCI racing. They basically are still gravel in Europe and the UCI front. I'm excluding. It's different than Gravel Earth. That is a very different experience. Gravel Earth is very similar to American type of gravel, where it's like dynamic and you're in cool places, you're on challenging courses. For some reason, the UCI just picks these, I don't know, whatever. I'm not going to get into that because everyone can have their opinion. But the race was in Netherlands, which is a hotbed of professional road racers. And when you're the hosting country, you get more entries. And their Dutch kit, you're racing in your like, you know, your country's kit. They're orange. So they're all wearing these orange, like G is a Dutch woman, and she had an orange kit along with all of her, quote, teammates who all race for different teams normally.
Right.
So they're not really teammates, but you're kind of are.
That's why you put them in quotes.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So anyway, that's worth mentioning. It was basically the peloton on the women and men's side was just orange with like some other colors in it because they had like, I don't know, a ton of them.
Okay.
And essentially the course really lent itself to people who were experienced with road racing because it was pack racing. Like you're in a peloton the whole time. I would have been so bad at it.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah. Like G, who's quite good and like experienced with that, she said it was like so challenging to like just get the positioning because you're on these like, they call it like as like a snarky joke. It's like bike path world champs because like you're basically on these flat like in Europe they have all these like gravel bike paths that's like it's just like very like kitty litter gravel,
not champagne gravel.
Not champagne. Well, sort of. It's just really, it's basically road racing.
Okay.
Is the point I'm making.
Got
anyway, which does kind of make a difference with what the drama was. So the end of this race, it's all road racers in the top 5 or 6. And this young girl, there's like 4 Dutch women, and a Czech woman and an Italian in the final bit, and one of them is going to win. And this girl, 23-year-old Shirin, she makes a break and she goes out ahead and it looks like she's going to win. And she's Dutch, so she's orange.
Yep.
She has 3 quote air quote teammates chasing, but really they're just sitting on, and this Czech woman is kind of, she's the one who's pulling them back or trying to chase her down. And Shirin really she was probably at any point, like at most she was like 40 seconds ahead, and the finish is getting closer and closer. They're probably within, 3 or 4K at this point. And the Czech woman like kind of pulls off, and then it's like the 3 other Dutch women behind her. And the drama is that this one woman, Yara, she's like on the front, and it kind of looks like she's attacking and going for it, like against her Dutch teammate. But they're not actually teammates.
I get it, but
well, that's the debate right now because Yara is catching.
Are you not allowed to do that with your teammate?
You're allowed to do. Well, there's no rules against that. If you're on a road team, like if they were actual teammates, that would be bad.
Yeah.
Like you don't really see that with road.
Okay.
Unless, well, yeah.
So
you don't
that's
really
the
see
debate.
that. So that's the debate. They're not really teammates. It's also like gravel isn't really a team sport. But anyway, so she also, from what I saw, she just kind of led through a couple corners, and sure, she was on the front, and sure, she was giving it. But then I think it was all this split second, decisions. Like maybe she was like, oh, I'm just going to go. No, I'm not. Or whatever. I don't know. I'm not her. I wasn't at the race.
Sure.
So then she takes a couple turns in the front, and then they're close enough. Like they could probably see Shirin. I mean, she's within like a kilometer of the finish, and 23-year-old, never won a big whatever. And, it looked like she was going to win it. And then Marianne Vos, who's like the greatest of all time, like has won Fulfillian World Championship titles behind her, and Lorena Wiebes, who are both of them are Dutch. And Wiebes is like this, she's basically an unmatched sprinter in the world tour. Like literally no one can beat her. The only one who could possibly ever beat her is Marianne Vos. So these 2 women go for it. So they like kind of like, they were like, okay, Yara just led a little bit. And then they started opening up their sprint, and poor Shirin, like, I don't know, feet from the line, gets pipped for the win.
Gets what?
Pipped. That's what they call it. Like when you're just like barely pipped.
Oh.
PIP.
R.I.P. to PIP.
R.I.P. to the PIP. She gets pooped for the line.
Oh no. Who won?
Wiebes.
Who's not Dutch.
She is Dutch. All 3 of them are Dutch. And so the debate is, why the hell are these women
racing against each other,
chasing their teammate down? And then it's like, well, it's not,
because you just put them all on a team and they're not actually
friends.
Not
actually really, well, they are probably friends and they are technically teammates, but also it's
Ed
sort
Sheeran
of
bummed about it?
Ed Sheeran was devastated.
Was she?
Oh, she said she felt like the win was taken from her.
Oh,
I mean, and it kind of was, but also like, and that was the piece that I wrote.
Is it?
It's not really, because like
they're all racing.
Because it's gravel. They're not
right.
It's not
so
World Tour road.
Yeah.
I mean, sure. Like the reason I say that, and like I think people are gonna have a hot take. Like, believe me, I wanted.
You think people are talking about this?
They are.
Oh,
There's
okay.
like so many articles. It's blowing up.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy. And then I wrote a piece with my editor. She took the devil's. I basically argued that like it's gravel, baby. Like it's an individual, and it is. I believe that. I very much wanted Sheeran to win, and I think it's. If I were Yara, I don't know if I would have pulled. I was picturing like if that was G up ahead.
Yeah.
I would never.
Yeah.
Just because but that's the kind of person I am.
Right.
I don't think it's right or wrong.
And you're better.
And I'm better for
and
it.
I'm just a better person than
But
they are.
I was arguing that I don't think Wiebes or Voss or Yara were incorrect in their actions. Because listen, it's a world championship jersey and it is an individual sport. And unless they had specific team instruction that they were racing for their GC rider, their Grand Calendar girl in the front.
Idiot.
Yeah, definitely gonna get canceled for that one. But anyway, it was dramatic. It is heartbreaking. And I started out the whole article by saying cycling isn't just often a brutal sport. It is a brutal sport. Always. Yeah. Like always. No matter what.
I feel like all sports are.
Yeah. Cycling, I just feel like because it's so mechanical.
Yeah.
Like,
that's true.
There's
that's
just
true.
so much that can be taken from you without any wrongdoing.
Totally.
More so than like you can't really get a flat. I mean, you can trip and fall with running, but like it's just different.
Is that mechanical? Like that's still
I
like
guess.
your body.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Your shoe could come untied.
There's that. Your soul could blow right off.
You could lose a shoe out there.
Your pants could fall down. Your nipples could chafe.
Then I'm sure they do.
Yeah. Wearing cheesecloth.
Yeah. So anyway, that's all the bike drama I had.
That's a lot of bike drama.
I just thought it was it was intense racing.
Did you watch it?
No, I just watched the highlights. Well, it's also like really impossible. This is part of the issue with bike racing, which is what's cool about gravel when they figure out how, like Lifetime does a great job with this. Gravel Earth is figuring things out and they're making it a little bit better. But like, it's really hard. You have to have all these different subscriptions to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I think that's all on my list.
Wow. Close your book.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you still have a couple minutes.
Do we? Because I feel like I have a different idea of when we should be ending the podcast than you do. I'm like, shit, we've gone over.
And we're done. Well, are we done? Do you have anything else?
I really don't, other than I've just seen some really weird things on Facebook Marketplace recently.
Ooh, do tell.
I've seen 3 things that I was like, what the heck? There was one. Okay, one of them I don't even know how to describe it. It's like, actually, I'm gonna try. It's like, nope, can't. Never mind. I don't know. I just was sitting there listening for so long. I forgot how to talk.
I'm sorry.
No, it was riveting, really. Somebody was selling human dreads.
Ew.
Yep, human dreads.
What
expensive.
color was the hair?
Like brunette, like brown.
How long were they?
Long. Why, are you looking for some?
What if I just show up with one dreadlock attached?
I was like, ew, that's the most disgusting thing ever. What do you mean you're selling like your dreads? You wore them? Like human hair dreads. But they didn't, I don't know if they were like cut off of somebody's head or they were like manufactured and then like used as like extensions.
Why didn't you hop on there and ask them some questions?
Gosh, I really didn't want to get sucked into that.
I do. I want you to get sucked into that.
I'm not interested. So that was one of the things. The other one was this like deer hide, but it was just the butt of a deer. Not like just the hide, but it was like a wall hanging with like big eyeballs, and it looked like an owl because like the tail was like the nose.
I just put the mic in my mouth.
Did you? Oh. And so that one was really gross. And then last night I was looking, and there was a mini diaper for a goat.
Was it used?
Yes. Is that only lightly used? I'm like, that still means there is poop in there.
That should have been on Only
and
Goats.
The picture was crazy because it was this goat wearing the diaper, but it only had 3 legs, and it was just the whole scene was crazy.
So if you want to visit Mancus,
no, that was Durango.
There's been some crazy, sad things that have been happening in Durango, but we won't get into that.
I don't want to ask about that.
No, don't.
The goat diapers. High up there. I don't know. In the human dreads.
A 3-legged goat diaper.
And it looked like
I feel like you skipped over my funny joke.
3-legged goat diaper? Was that the joke?
I said it should have been on Only Goats.
No, I heard it. Ooh, come on. It looked like an arm sling. Like it just catches all the pellets. Oh, sweating through that?
Am I?
No, you have
Okay.
3 shirts on. You shouldn't be.
I know. Good Lord. It's hot in here.
What else you got going on this week? Anything exciting?
I fly to
you're leaving.
Bentonville tomorrow. Bensonville.
Last race?
Last race of the season. I'm excited.
Yay. I'm excited to hear about it next week.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. The season has gone by really quickly. Like, I feel like just a couple months ago, I was like really nervous about going to Japan, which was the start of the season.
Oh.
It's just crazy. Yep. And then we have wedding week extravaganza. Like a bunch in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
I know.
We have a bunch of weddings coming up. We have one wedding
which
coming
is
up.
So popular, both of us. We just have so many.
I have one wedding. But
so many friends.
Anyway, all right. Well, sweet.
Thank you so much to Silka for sponsoring this episode. Boop. We are so excited to get to embarrass me about how little I know about technical products, of which they make many things.
Can't wait for next week.
Honestly, they're the company of, like, if you want to go down the marginal gains rabbit hole, go to silkavelo.com and enter code talkingoveryou15 for a little discount. And if you want to get into that crock pot, you can get yourself one of them. And please don't tell me how much I missed about chain waxing.
I want to hear it.
But we have very much loved reading everyone's very funny comments on Spotify. So honestly, keep them coming.
Yep.
And
never hurts.
Never hurts. I love reading the reviews on Apple Podcasts if that's your thing. Thank you so much for entertaining us.
Thank you for the 4 people who watch on YouTube.
Yep, all 4 of you, which I'm pretty sure are Aunt Barbara, Aunt Jane, Mom, and then her cousin Munya. Shout out.